So basically, if I was like Irish, it'd be like bangers and mash because I'm literally having sausages and potatoes for dinner. I keep losing it. I keep losing it, you guys. And my pain meds are making me sick. So that sucks. A lot. I'm down to about one a day if I take one. It's usually more towards the evening when I just could not have been comfortable all day. I'm actually going to ice pack it in a minute, but I want to let the heat kind of soak in it a little bit more since I did just take a nice hot shower. And then I'm going to ice pack it and it's going to feel so good. Alex goes to her dad's tomorrow because I have her for the holiday, which her dad is so much better at keeping track of the holidays than me, so he said I have her for Labor Day, so yay, because I would be babyless by now if that were not the case. But my dad's gonna bring her after they eat dinner, and I'll get a night with her, and then I will be able to take her to her dad's tomorrow after dinner. My dad's gonna help me bathe the cats, put new flea collars on, because they're having an issue. And yeah, well, I'll be watching my dad do it because, well, yeah. I'm gonna be cooking powdered mashed potatoes, but I was cheating a little. So I know I need to edit the video for last week today. I know that. And I haven't done it yet. And I'm sorry. It's been a little bit of a bad weekend. When I say a little bit, I mean a lot of it. I remembered to try to exfoliate my hand in the shower today. I scrubbed the palm pretty good, and I thought I scrubbed the top of my hand pretty good, but I didn't scrub my fingers good enough. I'm attempting to cook something, and hopefully I'll keep it down. I haven't been keeping food down all weekend. It's been a rough journey this weekend, you guys. I've been on my own since Thursday. It has sucked. I feel like at least when my nephew is here, I had someone to cook for. It gave me a little bit of purpose. Gave me a reason to try really hard. Sorry, the sausages are still frozen to the foam. I'm kind of doing a cheater cook, but I do want to get the foam off of it before it cooks. There we go. I'm gonna ask my dad to squish my trash down outside so that we can get this trash in and it can go. I have a sink full of Tupperware from my mom that I haven't washed yet. The angle's terrible because, well, I can't do a whole lot of liftings and stuff, and so I can't really lift it to where I honestly really need it to be. And like do my little Spidey magic to get it like really going where I need it. Well, we're back to like the old school videos. This is a little better. Honestly, it is a little better. I have physical therapy tomorrow. I also have Alex's open house tomorrow where we meet her teacher. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm probably going to try to wrap up a little present. James wants to meet at 5:30 because returning families, like, I got conflicting information. Some says 4, some says 4:30. So he was like, He goes, look, is it just going to be you or are you going to be you and your family? So it's just going to be me. He's like, then why don't we meet at 5:30? That way we know for sure it's good to go. Most of the kids have already been in the classroom. We can get Alex's stuff in, get her checked. It's reasonable. Plus, then he's not sitting in a whole lot of terrible traffic on the way back. Which, is fine. I mean, it's like a 3-minute drive for me. And then she starts school on Wednesday. The big day. Second grade. She told me that she wants a Naruto-themed birthday party this year. So it means I gotta get her little Leaf Ninja headband. And we'll do something fun. I'm gonna look at seeing what areas will be a good place to do her party at. Cost-wise, because I still will not be back at work yet. Yeah. I have 4 more months before I know anything. Because my surgery was just August 9th. I've done 1 week of physical therapy. This week is week 2. I'm scheduled all the way through to October, and she's very confident in scheduling me all the way through October. She goes, I'm going to have you for months, but, we'll go ahead and just start with 2 months. Because she knows that my continued physical therapy will be approved by L&I. Because without L&I, I will not get use of my arm back. It has been really rough. And I have a friend that's in Illinois, and he is very irritated and upset that I'm doing this on my own. I'm upset that I'm doing it on my own. But, as y'all know, the relationship with my boyfriend is complicated. And I did not expect this shoulder surgery to change any bit of it. Now, if I was having like some life-threatening emergency surgery that was like unexpected, maybe. Maybe. But because this was planned surgery, I don't know. I also don't think he realizes just how much I can't do. And I posted on my Facebook the other day that I ended up deleting it because people were taking it the wrong way, that I was bedridden. And it sucks. And a couple of friends of mine were like, oh my gosh, what did you do? How did you hurt yourself? And I'm like, no, just because my shoulder surgery. And they're like, oh, okay. They're like, we thought something else happened. I mean, I get it. They all have, like, all of my friends that went through this kind of shoulder surgery all have spouses. So they had someone to help them do everything and don't understand how hard it is to do it on their own because they didn't have to. And they don't even have to think about doing it on their own because they're not on their own. But I am. And I love my nephew, but there were moments when even when he was there for the 2 weeks, I was pretty much on my own. I want to say a good 80% of the time he did take care of me. I'm back to not
myself just because I'm not comfortable. My shoulder hurts, which is why I try to take the pain pill. And then the pain pill works for a little while, and then I get sick from it. So then I throw up, and then my shoulder hurts all over again. I'm definitely going to try icing it today. I think when my shoulder starts hurting, I think I'm going to try to ice first before I resort to the medication, just because I'm having such a bad reaction to it. And it just started this past weekend. It's not like I've always had this reaction to this medication, because that's the reason why when I go to the doctors and they prescribe me Vicodin, I don't take the pain medication, because the very first time I took a Vicodin, I threw that back up immediately. It makes me very nauseous. And I had one doctor, because I asked for Percocet instead of Vicodin. Both narcotics, both, you know, essentially do the same thing, but Percocet's much easier on my stomach. They're like, no, we'll just prescribe you an anti-nausea medication. Well, guess what? This time around, I tried the anti-nausea medication with my Oxy that I got for my shoulder. I threw that up too. Okay, I was so nauseous, I threw the anti-nausea medication up. Do you know how long it's been since I've thrown actual food up? I had my gastric bypass in 2007. When I first started introducing food to my system, was probably the only time, introducing food back into my system, was probably the only time that I was actually vomiting up food. Normally, it's just a lot of dry heaving until the nauseous feeling goes away, and it's not even that intense. Like, this is full on, like, not even like, this is like food poisoning vomiting, like where you're just gonna vomit until you can't vomit no more. Like when you're in like your early 20s and you drink too much the next day, vomiting, and it's just one pain medication, one tiny little pill, and it's bad. And I'm throwing food up. I don't throw food up. I don't like it. Hey, you guys. So I just got done dropping Alex off to her dad. Sorry about the terrible ankle. Gonna try to work on that. I'm actually gonna try to get another stand like I used to have for my phone. It's gonna have to wait till I get paid though, because bills are more important, and I have some stuff I'm buying at the end of the month paycheck for Christmas presents. So still not sure when I'm going to get my sister Michelle. I want to get her something cute though. I already have part of Judy's present, and when I order stuff at the end of the month is when I'm going to get her the second half of her present. I just sat in a huge long traffic, huge long detour, you know, wrong way. This whole driving with one arm kind of sucks, but I don't do much. You know, I obviously have to go to my physical therapy, take my daughter to her dad's. You know, if I have to like make short trips to the grocery store, I do, because, you know, I still gotta feed me, you know. My car is still covered in the diatomaceous dirt, so my car just looks a mess. But it's Monday. It is Labor Day. I once again got sick taking my pain medication, so I don't know if I'm going to do that again. That sucked a lot. The muscle relaxers, luckily, from what I can tell, it's not what's making me sick. So if I need to take a muscle relaxer, I will still take a muscle relaxer. Again, sorry you guys for the angle. Might try something. Very stubborn. Okay. Just a towel. I put my seatbelt on.
very, oh no, not AC. I just want cold air, but I want my window up because I'm talking to y'all. Well, I'll crack the windows. I'm a very stubborn individual, and I have decided I am going to stop telling people no when they offer to help me. I have a very bad habit of it, and I've been doing it for a long time. And it's something my boyfriend has tried to get me to understand and get through my head is, especially now with the kind of sling that I have, if someone offers me help, I'm gonna take it. And I'm not going to be afraid to tell people about my surgery. I'm just going to tell them. And only, I would say, about 50% of the people ask, well, what do you do? So, half the time, people just see that I'm very injured and are just like, oh my gosh, like, and I get a lot of, you poor thing. Which, honestly, yes, me poor thing. Oh, good thing I turned my fan on before I left the house because it is getting hot up in here. Oh, damn it, Escalade. Come on, Escalade. One-ways are great because they're easy. You only have to look one direction to get on the road. What? Oh. Alright. That's going to be annoying for a little bit, you guys. I have my groceries that I purchased in the passenger seat, and apparently it weighs heavy enough that it's going to set off the alarm. I'm actually on my way to my physical therapist. I'm really early, but I've been walking around that Ralph's for a while now, and I was actually getting a little tired in my shoulder. It's going to be a muscle relaxer kind of day after physical therapy. I definitely am going to go and get, I'm going to take my muscle relaxer as soon as I get home because it's already irritated. I'm actually going to talk to Katie, my physical therapist, about it, like when we go to ice, if it's a good idea to put the electrodes on or not. My skin is getting so dry because I can't put lotion on by myself, you guys. Like, I can lotion like half of my body, but like it's hard to lotion anything on the left hand side. So the skin's getting a little dry. I'm gonna ask her if it's a good idea if we do the electrodes or if we should just skip it today because the muscle is already sore and in pain, and if I breathe too hard, it screams at me. So, and like, I'm super close, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna eat my lunch. I waited and waited and waited because I really wanted some sushi in this place. It's a little pricey for the amount of sushi that you get, but it's really good, and it was where I was already at, and I didn't want to have to drive further than what where I was in order to get the sushi. Oh my gosh, people. And like, I'm so nervous about driving because, like, honestly, like, you become more in tune with your body when it hurts. And every time I open my mouth wide like this, I feel my bicep muscle twinge. Every little bump. You know what? I'm gonna go the scenic route. I'm gonna go the scenic route to my appointments because I feel safer. Didn't make the light. I feel like I'm not gonna be stressed by the traffic. I can just take my time. And I don't really have to worry about it, like, honestly. Oh, green light. And I can just cruise. My arm is like everything. Oh, crooked. That's okay. I mean, I still look good. Like, hello. I mean, it's not the best angle, but I mean, I don't really have a lot of good angles right now. I am losing weight. I'm gonna get back on the scale today, even though I got on the scale last Thursday. You know, it just helps
Sorry, I knew that was a big bump I was gonna run into. It helps, and if I put a little bit of weight back on, okay, but just I'm feeling kind of blah right now, and so I do want to step back on the scale because I am up and moving around. July 23rd, I'll just be honest, July 23rd, I weighed 250 pounds. The day of my surgery, August 9th, I weighed at 243. Yeah, 243 because I lost 7 pounds in that 2 weeks. I mean, I was super active because that was the week my friends were there. So, I get it. I was super active. Okay. The bags under my eyes. And then when I got on this scale last Thursday, I was 240, so I lost another 3 pounds. So that's 10 pounds since the devastating 250 at July 23rd. And now I should be oh well, it's just a few more, it's just 3 more pounds since the day of my surgery. But I'm looking at the bigger milestone here, people. This is the one I want. Okay, so I can just go straight across, go park in my physical therapist parking lot, enjoy some lunch, maybe watch a video, and then go in for my appointment because I got an hour, a little over an hour. Well, I go in about 15-20 minutes till, so I got a little bit of time. Let me try to park in a little bit of a shady spot. I generally don't like parking next to someone. Y'all ever seen bougie corn nuts before? You know I'm gonna get one. But it is my drink with pumpkin. I decided I wanted some fresh fruit in my house. $10, but they got flavors now. I don't know what happened to my headphones. I'm gonna have to check my T-Mobile bag. I think that's where they're at. But I got my 2 shots over ice with a pump of pumpkin, not the pumpkin spice, a pump of pumpkin, and then my heavy cream. So it's not a traditional pumpkin spice latte. So today is Alex's first day of school. Her dad was kind enough to come to the bus stop by my house, even though the bus stop is kind of a pain for him, only because he used to come and park at this bus stop to pick up our kiddo, and there's a small little space to be able to park before, there's a house there, and then there's a trailer park area. He's there for 5-10 minutes in his truck waiting for our kiddo and his weeks, and he got chewed out by the people living in the house for parking for 5 to 10 minutes to get our kid off the bus. So usually he will park further down the road and she gets on the bus there just because it's less of a hassle for him. And I get it. I totally get it. It's very frustrating. He won't park at my house anymore because of the one time that my boyfriend surprised me by being home when I got home, and excuse you, kiddo had a meltdown because she wanted to see him, the boyfriend, and her dad wouldn't let her, so he doesn't park at my house anymore, even though that's an easy solution, but whatever. It's his choice. And a lot of places will be super uptight about where your kid gets on the bus, and the bus driver, Miss Amber's so cool. She gets it. He's talked to her. He comes all the way from another town that's literally 40 minutes away, and especially when he's running a little late because she just couldn't get the steam to go, and that sometimes when he has her, she'll be on and off at a different bus stop, and she's totally cool with it as long as she sees a parent at the bus stop. She's good. And
Only in kindergarten. When you're a kindergartner, do you need a parent? Like, it's required. Like, for her. I don't know if it's a district requirement, but requirement for her that a parent be there to get the kid off and on the bus. But she knows that one of us will be at the bus stop, or my dad will be at the bus stop. And she doesn't get off the bus unless there's one of us there. Like, she knows. She's such an amazing bus driver. Like, I love Miss Amber. She's amazing. And I hope that Alex has her entire elementary school career. I think that would be super awesome. Okay, that's a little bit better. We'll see how long that lasts. I moved the magnet a little bit, but it might get messed up, so we'll see. But I'm like, I'll walk around Costco with you. Well, I'll fix that in a minute. Oh my Lord. Oh, praise the Lord. I do not. Oh, you should have stopped, lady. Oh, she just literally just rolled through the intersection. It was almost gonna be a bad day. Well, I'm gonna have to try again later. So, good morning. Yesterday I had a jam-packed day, and today I'm actually gonna have a jam-packed day as well, because I have physical therapy first thing in the morning. And then I'm sorry you guys, I'm working on it. I'm gonna be getting a stand for my dad. Please suffer with me with some of these hot mess videos until I can get that sorted out. But after I go to physical therapy, I'm actually going to be meeting my mom at Costco. And she was like, well, I'm thinking about going to Costco. Okay, I said, okay, let me know. She's like, I just spent all this money at Costco for you, and you still want to go? And I'm like, well, yeah, walk around. I'll walk around with you while you shop. And she was like, okay. Because I'm like, I don't need, I really don't need anything more from Costco. Like, I'm good Costco-wise. But I'll walk around with you. That's human interaction. Hey, you guys. I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys that, I miss posting my dance videos. I miss posting my makeup videos. I miss doing all that. But I gotta heal. I love you guys. So I just got done Costco with my mom, and now she wants to go to lunch. I know, isn't it attractive how I put my seatbelt on and off? But she wants to go to buffet, and it's lunchtime, so it's cheaper, but it's a Chinese buffet, so I can get my sushi craving, because I've been craving sushi lately. Like, I had tuna poke with Judy. We celebrated her working, especially since she was working down by my house. She actually stayed at my house, and she helped me with my house. And so I had put a little money aside so that we can... Bro, I don't want the parking spot. You go ahead and take your parking spot. People get crazy at Costco parking.
Yeah, how about you actually hold on to your kid's hand, please? Thank you. That drives me nuts. Like, you can be on your phone as a parent. I do it too. I'm on my phone. But when I'm in the parking lot, one, my kid hand is in my hand. And two, she's on the inside so that if something were to happen, it would happen to me and not my child. And my boyfriend does the same thing. When we're walking on the street, he always stands on the outside. So like if a car were to jump the curb, it would hit him and not hit me. Like I'm the same way with all the kids. They are on the inside. You know, and my daughter asked me one time, why, mommy, why? I said, because I've lived a lot longer than you have, and you are just beginning your life. So if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to mommy because mommy's lived her life, you know? And you know, she gets upset kind of when I put things that way, but it's like, babe, like you're young. Can we please like drive? I would appreciate it. I'm like, babe, I have lived my life, okay? I have made it to 34 years. I'm good. Now you, baby cakes. You, my sweet, sweet, sweet darling angel. Haven't even made it to 8 yet, okay? And your first couple years aren't even that fantastic. Like, you haven't even gotten to the good years yet. So, I always tell her if something's gonna happen to somebody, it's gonna happen to mommy. It's not gonna happen to you. Like, that's why you are on the inside. That way, like, if like I see a car like losing control, like we're in a parking lot, I can shove you between the two cars as we're walking by two cars, shove you between the two cars. If something happens to me, something happens to me. You know what I mean? You know, and then, but like I'll see parents and their kids will just be like in the middle of the parking lot. And I'm like, no ma'am. Not in this household, you ain't. No ma'am. It just, you know, I know it shouldn't bother me. You know, I'm not there. You need to slow down, bro. It's a parking lot. Holy Stromboli. And it's like, you know, do what you're gonna do. Parent how you're gonna parent. But like, think ahead about these things. Like, that's your baby. You know, there's nothing that can replace your baby. I'm just gonna park on the side here just because it's easy for me. Yep, in the line. So yeah. Gonna go in and enjoy a little sushi with my mom and
Look, the honey medicine.